So the NFL draft is coming up tomorrow, and my Cleveland Browns have a long history of drafting very well. They know how to draft their quarterbacks, and they make overall great decisions up in their general manager's office. We all know, so I shouldn't even have to make this video, but I wanted to do a full Browns mock draft. Obviously kidding, the Browns are horrible at drafting, the worst team. They make the dumbest decisions out of any team, but I wanted to do what, if I were the GM of the Cleveland Browns, if I could save this franchise, which I could save the Cleveland Browns 100%. Definitely not a curse and a dumpster fire on earth. But I wanted to do all 7 rounds mock draft. I just did my final mock draft. It'll be pinned up here sometime in this video. You should go watch it for all of the first round. We'll be streaming tomorrow for the first round, but right now on what was it? It is Wednesday. I want to do a mock draft for the Browns, all 7 rounds. So let's hop over to the board. And also, before we get into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed today's show. We're trying to get to 300. We are 9 subscribers away. Also, like today's show if you enjoy it. And if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, let me know if you want to see more NFL content. I know this is kind of a college football channel, but let me know if you want to see some NFL content. But we're going to go fast, and we're going to do all 7 rounds as the Cleveland Browns. So, is it going to work? Okay, the Browns at 6. We're not going to do any trades because it kind of messes everything up. Get on here. So the Browns at 6. If you've watched my mock draft 1.0 and my mock draft 2.0, my final mock draft, I have been saying, and a lot of people have been saying, the Browns, they're going to go double offensive line in the first round. So that means at 6, pick a lineman, and then at 23, 24, pick another offensive lineman. So Fernando's gone, David Bailey's gone, Francis Mauigoa is gone, and Arvo Reese and Carnell Tate is gone. Actually, I am going to reset this because that's dumb. What? The Cardinals are not taking Francis Mauigoa. Come on. Let's try this again. Let's get realistic. Okay. Thank you. The Cardinals are not taking Francis Mauigoa. I'm sorry. They're not taking him. But again, offensive lineman, they need a left tackle. There's been a lot of talks about like Monroe Freeling going up, which, I mean, he's like a late first round, early second rounder. They were talking about him going 6 overall because he's a prototypical left tackle, which obviously, I think that means something. But Francis Mauigoa out of Miami is just the best lineman in this draft. You have to take him if he's available. So that will bring us all the way down to 24. I mean, like, even if he plays right tackle, I mean, it's Francis Mauigoa. He's a monster of a tackle. You're gonna take him at 6. You're not gonna you're not taking Monroe Freeling at 6. I mean, I bet Monroe Freeling is probably available at 24. No, he's not. He went at 13. All right, never mind. I definitely think they're going to go double offensive linemen. The thing that I think everyone's been seeing is at this 24, which linemen are available. That is Blake Miller out of Clemson. Max, I'm not even going to try to say that, from Arizona State. And then I think there might be a Texas A&M offensive lineman. Or he's a guard, Chase Bisnotes. He's a guard. I think they're going to go double tackle. Obviously, you're probably going to start Shedeur this year. Heading into next year's draft, that is your generational quarterback class. Like, I'm not saying tank because there's so many quarterbacks, but like, you want to probably be in that top 5, top 6. There's not like 6 elite quarterbacks. There's like 10 or 12 elite and really good ones. If you're the Browns, you're going to want a really, really good one. You're not going to want, like, if in this quarterback class next year, you're not going to want to be the guy that has to end up with Lenora Sellers because you wanted to win against you wanted to beat the Titans in week 17. So now, instead of getting Julian Sand, Dante Moore, you got Lenora Sellers. You don't want that if you're the Browns. So you're going to want to have to build around this offense, this new quarterback that you're going to be bringing in next year. Also, there's talks about maybe getting Ty Simpson in the second round or at this 24 pick. I don't think they're going to do that. They're dumb enough where like they could do that, but I definitely think Shedeur is going to be serviceable for this year. There's also talks about Deshaun Diddy Watson, Deshaun Diddy Massage Watson coming back. There's been a lot of practice videos coming out of camp. which I hope he doesn't start. I'm just not going to. I'm going to become I'm already like halfway a Bengals fan. I'll just switch all the way to the Bengals. Like, they're stupid. It's like the Bengals are just, they're as dumb as the Browns. They're just like sexier. They're good on offense, where the Browns are stupid on offense and smart on defense. Anyway, I think they're going to want to build around these. They need tackles. And I think getting Francis Mauigoa at 6 is great. And now I think we're going to go Blake Miller out of Clemson, the tackle. Again, not sexy, but the last thing the Browns actually need to be is sexy. So we're going to do that. Now we are early second round. Get all these trades out of here. And they need wide receiver. Quarterback, we're going to wait till next year. And then some interior. So I'm looking at who's available. Obviously, Caden McDonald's great out of Ohio State, bringing a guy back to Ohio. But you drafted Mason Graham and you have Myles Garrett. You don't need defensive line. Looking at what's left, I was thinking receiver, and look who's available. Chris Brazzell. This guy was a Biletnikoff finalist, and he's all the way down at 48. This guy is like 6'5". He's fast. He's a contested ball monster. We are drafting Chris Brazzell to be our wide receiver 1. And with that, paired with Harold Fannin and with what you already got before, I'm trying to think, do they still have Jerry Jeudy? I think they do. So I love Chris Brazzell. I think Chris Brazzell is a early second round, late first round receiver. Now we're at 70. I think this is round 3. And who's available? Caleb Banks out of Florida. I do like him. Oscar Delp. Again, you have Harold Fannin. You don't need a tight end. What else do we got? Jacoby Lane. Do you want to go double receiver? Jacoby Lane's a great receiver, but I will say getting another tight end isn't sexy, but I'm looking at Eli Stowers out of Vanderbilt. I love Eli Stowers. I would not be like the Oscar Delp above Eli Stowers is a joke. But I do love Jacoby Lane. There's talks about the Browns drafting Carnell at 6 if he's available. So it's like between Carnell's going to go either like with the Browns, Saints, Giants, or is it Titans? There might be another team, or the Commanders, I think. So I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of thinking we already drafted a receiver. Honestly, quarterback's best friend underneath tight end slot receivers. I think we're going to go Eli Stowers. I really like Eli Stowers out of Vanderbilt. I think that Jacoby Lane, he's had some amazing catches. He might be a little bit of a bust. I think Eli Stowers is great. We're going to go tight end again. You had Harold Fannin. We're going to get 2 tight ends now. We don't have 3 receivers we need anyway. So, do your running back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. That was the 21 personnel. Now we're at 107. And let's see who's left. We've already done tight end. We don't need that one. Michael Trigg out of Baylor. He's another great tight end. Bud Clark, safety out of TCU, is pretty good. Who's being disrespected? If we scroll down, Keelan Black's good. Romello Height is available. Malik Benson's available. I like Malik Benson. Lewis Moore, safety out of Indiana, I really like. What other safeties are available? Let's see. What other safeties are available? Okay, Wheatley's a good safety. Michael Taft's available. What was Michael Taft's stats? Because Michael Taft heading into last year was supposed to be the second best safety in the country behind Caleb Downs. Michael Taft. I want to see what his stats were last year. He's white. He's a white safety. But, Dylan Thienemann's a white safety. He won in the first round. Michael Taft, 38 solo tackles, 2 interceptions. Wasn't great. Let me pull up. I know this is dumb. Let me pull up his college football 26 rating. I feel like the NFL GM who drafted players after their kids told them their Madden rating. That's who I feel like right now. He's a 92? That might have been his preseason ranking. I don't know. I like Michael Taft. I think we can wait for him. I think he'll be available for our next pick. And I'm looking at who's available. And I'm not going to lie. Romello Heights, I like Lewis Moore a lot. But man, I'm looking at Romello Height. We might go edge. We might go sexy position. We're going to draft Romello Height out of Texas Tech. Now, when's our next? Ooh, we don't got to pick for a long time. 146. Who's available? See, is Michael Taft available? He is available. So is Taylon Green. Roman Hemby's available. Kendall. There's Drew Aller. We could invest in another quarterback. I don't know if anyone in Ohio wants freaking Drew Aller back. Carson Beck, Harrison Wallace. I'm looking for a let me see if I can find Will Kazmarek. We're gonna get Will Kazmarek later. Jacoby Thomas. I was looking for R. Mason Thomas out of Oklahoma. Let me see if he's available. I really liked R. Mason Thomas last year out of Oklahoma. Maybe he has already went. Trey Moore out of Texas. I do like Trey Moore. Damn, did they already get him? Harold Perkins. I would have liked to get him. If I search up Control F, R. Mason. Oh, they got him at 59. Jesus, I thought he was going to fall a lot more. Here, I got to scroll all the way back. They got him like 100 picks ago. I thought he was going to be available. Yeah, let me scroll back up. CJ Daniels out of Miami. I like him. We might get him later. Chip Trainum. I don't want you. I know you're a Ohio State player. I don't want you. Caden Curry. I got to scroll all the way back up. Aiden Fisher. Do like Aiden Fisher. Zane Durant. I like Nicholas Singleton. I don't really want. We already got 3 running backs. Jake Slaughter, Michael Taft. Honestly, I think we'll go Michael Taft. I think he had a down year. It's a safety. It's not a sexy position. And we have a pick in it, like a second anyways. So, actually, we'll wait for him because I do want to get Aiden Fisher because Michael Taft will be right here. Yeah, Michael Taft is back here. When's our next pick? So I might be able to grab him later. We're not going to be able to grab him later. So, let's go Michael Taft out of Texas. And our next pick is going to be at 206. Let's see who's Drew Aller. Man, they Drew Aller is gone. Hopefully, we can get Caden Curry. Is Caden Curry still available? Kazmarek's available. I don't know if Caden Curry. Yeah, I don't know if Caden Curry's gonna be ready. So we've already drafted another. We just drafted another tight end, right? We drafted what? Eli Sauer. Okay, I was thinking about getting Kazmarek. We don't need another tight end. Yeah, okay, so who do we need? We can Carson Beck, don't want him. Harrison Wallace out of Ole Miss. He was their wide receiver 1, transferred from Penn State the year before. I think I'm going to pull him. I really like Harrison Wallace out of Ole Miss. He's a big receiver. If you watch the UFL, if you know like Hakeem Butler, kind of like that. Hakeem Butler is bigger. Luke Altmaier out of Illinois. I don't want you. Who's Barry and Brown? Wide receiver out of LSU. Very, very fast, but I know we just drafted a wide receiver, but CJ Daniels out of Miami. I mean, if you have not watched him, CJ Daniels. So, okay, that's our draft. So, at 6, we got Francis Maligoa. At 24, we got Blake Miller. So, went double O-line in the first round. I was hoping Caleb Lomu from Utah dropped all the way down to 24, but he didn't. We got Chris Braswell at 39. We got our first receiver. We drafted 3 receivers, so we're drafted heavy receiver, which is what we needed. The Browns need heavy tackle, heavy receiver, and I think Harrison Wallace and CJ Daniels are absolute steals in the 6th and 7th round. You got Eli Stowers out of Vanderbilt at 70 to pair with Harold Fannin. Romello Height from Texas Tech at 107. Aiden Fisher, I think he was aside from D'Angelo Ponce, he was the best defender, the best pass rusher on the Indiana team at linebacker at 146. We got Michael Taft out of Texas, the safety at 149. Had a down year. I think he could bounce back. Harrison Wallace, the receiver out of Ole Miss at 206. And CJ Daniels, the other receiver out of Miami. He was right behind Malachi Tony at Miami. This year when they went to the national championship. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys all show up for the live stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. for round 1 of the NFL draft. But again, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. But that's all I have for you guys tonight. I will see you guys all tomorrow for the live stream. But as always, thank you.